I'm in Tampa this weekend, shortly going to be heading over to Raymond James Stadium to check out the Saints and the Buccaneers game today. This will be the second Bucs game that I've seen this year. I had to sit through the drudgery of watching them come back to beat Indianapolis a couple of weeks ago. So I can't say it'll be a fascinating day, but I'm really there more to see the Saints, to be quite honest with you. But I'll tell you one thing, guys, and this is an important thing when you have to do these videos on the road. I've got to find hotels that have better wall colorings, because that yellow, I mean, it's ruining the yellow in my blue tie. Plus, it makes me look like I have this giant, yellow cloud behind me. But it's like when you do TV stuff. They call it green screen technology. It's when you see the weather person standing up there and you see the clouds and the states and all the weather stuff behind them in the graphics. It's green screen. You stand in front of the green screen. So you cannot wear anything that has green in your tie or green in your clothes, because otherwise, well, that little high pressure system will be showing up on your tie midway through the television broadcast. Hey guys, Al DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Sunday video report. I've got 3 free picks coming your way in just a moment, plus all the details on how you can take a shot at winning $300 of my money playing fantasy football today through draftstreet.com, and a money-saving discount coupon code that'll save you $15 off of any single purchase you make today. Let's talk about the elephant in the middle of the room. Yesterday, I decided to come out with my biggest college football play of the season. Wasn't a wise selection going with the Pitt Panthers against Utah. I mean, the Utes kicked their asses. The Panthers were up 14-3 after one quarter, and I'm thinking this is looking pretty good. I mean, you talk about a total collapse. But in the big scheme of things, just like I won the highest rated NFL play of my career on Monday night, the 30-dimer on the Lions, you know, I don't celebrate the wins. I don't lament the losses. And the fact is simply this, that when you look at the long term, this week alone, I'd already been up for the week. I'm down 8 dimes for the week with 2 days left to go. I'm not worried about it, guys. And overall, 95, 66, and 1 record over the past 114 days. I mean, yesterday's loss was just a little blip on the radar screen, considering that I'm 15-8 this season with 15 dime plays in college and pro football combined, and yesterday's was just a 20. And that's why I pointed that out to you. All the things I just said to you yesterday, prior to you making the purchase, if you happen to follow the play, because I thought it's important to always put it in perspective and frame it, that it's not a life or death situation. Again, you never gamble more than you can afford to lose. You never find yourself in that deep financial abyss that so many gamblers, unfortunately, fall into. Listen, a couple of handicappers that have really big plays today, though I do want to point out to you, Craig Davis, NFL 100 dime winner, number 12 out of 14 today. 12 out of 14. It's his 2011 underdog game of the year. It goes at 1 o'clock Eastern time, and he says he wouldn't be surprised to see this underdog win the game outright. Once again, NFL 100 dime winner, number 12 out of 14. Hit a 100 dime play a couple Sundays ago with the Giants in their 4th quarter rally with the winning cover at Arizona. 3 weeks ago, Carolina over Jacksonville. Every bit as strong as this 100 dime winner on the Packers in the Super Bowl over the Steelers last year. Then, Chris Jordan, who was the winningest handicapper at this site, a $1 player, following his advice, won $15,507 last season. $1 player has won a little over $28,000 going back to 2006. We're talking nearly 6 years. And that same $1 player in the NFL alone, I think the past 2 years, you can check it on his website, I believe has won over $10,000 in NFL regular season play the past couple of years. Today, Chris, with his first ever in his career. And this is a guy whose career spans 4 decades and almost 30 years in the business, dating back to 1982. Christ, he's been in it as long as me. Chris, first ever 2,500 star NFL release of his career. He says it's a 4-touchdown blowout, a wire-to-wire route, and that's what he's got going today. Now, before we go any further, let me talk about fantasy football, guys. You know, in the old days, you had to get 12 of your friends together, and then you put together your rotisserie league team, and you had to wait till the end of the season to see if you won or lost money. That's not the case anymore, guys. With draftstreet.com, it's instant gratification. Every week, every day, you can enter a league, no matter the sport, but here's the deal. Every weekend, I've been running a free $300 stakes contest. Free entry to a contest in the NFL where $300 of my money is at stake every single week. And the top 7 finishers among you and you get free entry into the contest, you finish in the money. Top 7 finish in the money. $300 of my money at stake. Last 2 weeks, I finished 7th in the league, which is a hell of a lot better than when I finished 48th 3 weeks ago. So you're competing against me. You're competing against the other handicappers at the site. You're competing against thousands of you out there. All you've got to do is go to draftstreet.com and use my last name, DeMarco, to enter the contest. You've got until 1 o'clock Eastern Time today to finalize your rosters. You have a mythical $100,000 bankroll. You play general manager, pick out a couple of quarterbacks, a couple of running backs, a couple of wide receivers, a tight end, a defensive team that you want to specialize in. You put it all together, and that's how you do it. It's a free entry, draftstreet.com. And the league is determined, guys, Monday night after the Jets and Dolphins game. So check it out, draftstreet.com. Enter my last name, DeMarco. If you've played this contest in previous weeks, you can do it again, guys. I don't care. It's my $300. I can afford it. I'm going to win this damn thing one of these weeks. So check it out, draftstreet.com, and best of luck to you. Let me get to, let me talk about what I'm doing today. I forgot to mention, so yes, I just hit the 30-dime play on the Lions on Monday night. My best bet today is another 15-dime release, and I'm coming right back and taking a look at this time the Lions game against San Francisco. Both teams, who would have guessed at this stage of the season these two teams would be 9-1. 49ers coming off the biggest blowout of the season, 48-3 over Tampa Bay last week. Detroit, short week of preparation, coming off the Monday night division win. Can they deliver today outside of division? That is the game that I think is the best bet on the board. I had a beat on them on Monday night. I said they'd win by 10. They won by 11. 15-dime plays, as I mentioned earlier, 15-8 in college and pro football this season, dating back to the start of the preseason, and 42-26-2 run with NFL 15-dime releases over the past 4 years. And remember, 99% of my plays are rated between 5 and 15 dimes, so that's what I've got going today. Now, your money saving discount coupon code, guys, it's going to be Tampa 15. Tampa 15. T-A-M-P-A and the number 15. Enter it. No space between the number or the name. Tampa 15. Enter it in your shopping cart. You'll save $15 off of any single purchase you make today. One-time usage coupon. Save the money, guys. It's on me. Okay, let's get to some of your free plays. First game, I want to take a look at the New Orleans-Tampa game. I'm going to be there. It's not a sellout. They sold out 2 Mondays ago, and again today they're going to be like 11,000 short at Raymond James Stadium. I like New Orleans here, minus the 6 points against Tampa. This is a Bucs team that's going to be minus their top running back. LeGarrette Blount is out, which means Ernest Graham, who really hasn't been much of a ball carrier, primarily been a fullback here and a blocking back in recent years, is going to handle the bulk of the ball carrying duties. Yes, it's the Saints' third straight game on the road, but I think because the Saints struggled last week at Carolina, blowing a big early lead, and played like a lethargic game 2 weeks ago at Jacksonville, I think they come out here and play well. The road team 2-0 against the spread last year in this series. In fact, the road team has covered 5 in a row in this series. And listen, Tampa is 1-10 against the spread as a home dog. The last 11 times they've been catching points at home. They're 0-5 against the spread the last 5 times. They've been a conference underdog as well. 4-17-1 against the spread their last 22 home games. So I'm going to go in this one with New Orleans minus the points. I'm going to lay the wood with Pittsburgh too today. Steelers laying about 12.5 against Jacksonville. The biggest problem the Steelers have is the offensive line just doesn't give Ben Roethlisberger a lot of protection. So what Mike Tomlin and Bruce Arians, their offensive coordinator, did last week was they shortened Roethlisberger's drop to a 3-step drop. Quick release, didn't have him looking for time back in the pocket. His mobility is limited anyway because of that sprained foot injury. And he spread the ball out into their numerous wide receivers and had a really good game. And they killed Tennessee last week. Well, with Roethlisberger playing behind an offensive line that doesn't afford him a lot of protection, it's really nice that today's opponent, Jacksonville, doesn't get to the quarterback. In 5 games this year, and they've lost their last 4, they have a total of 8 quarterback sacks. So that means Roethlisberger's going to have some time. The Steelers have covered 7 of their last 10 as a home favorite, 8 of their last 11 at home overall. They beat a Tennessee team last week that had Matt Hasselbeck and Chris Johnson. Today they're going against a Jacksonville team, giving Blaine Gabbert his 3rd career start. I will go with Pittsburgh. And, I told you last week I was in, I happened to see the Jacksonville game against Cincinnati, so I got to see these Jaguars up close. I go against them here today. I take Pittsburgh in this contest. Your final free play is going to be Atlanta. I mean, the Falcons are in a must win situation. Carolina getting a lot of respect from the odds makers, obviously, because of the way Cam Newton has played. But, the Falcons have covered 16 of the last 24 in the series, including 4 of the last 5. As I said, it's a must-win situation, especially after blowing a 14-0 lead against Green Bay last week and losing. They've still covered 17 of their last 26 games at the Georgia Dome. I know the Carolina losses have been all by 7 points or less. I think this is a high-scoring game, but you take advantage of the public perception of Newton in this one and having a close price for the favorite, and you lay it with Atlanta. I think the Falcons win this one by a touchdown. Again, your money-saving discount coupon code is going to be Tampa 15. Good luck, guys, and I'll catch you again on Monday morning.